observing a moment of silence. If we could keep our student Landon Minnick in your thoughts as he recovers from his incident on the first day of school. I'd like to call this meeting to order, and we will start with our mission statement: transforming education, inspiring lives, empowering all.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this is a regular meeting with an executive session of the Board of School Trustees of Lake Ridge New Tech Schools, Lake County, Indiana, scheduled for Monday, August 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Lake Ridge School Board Meeting Room, 6111 West Ridge Road, Gary, Indiana, 46408. Let the record show the board members that are present and the superintendent are present. Let the record show the administrators that are present. Consider the attached accounts payable vouchers and the August 15th, 2025 payroll for payment. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bacon. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Consider the treasury report as of July 30th, 2025 and July 31, 2025. May I have a motion?
I make a motion to consider the treasury report.
Motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Consider the Old National Athletic Complex Donations Fund Treasury Report as of July 31, 2025. May I have a motion?
I make a motion to consider the Old National Athletic Complex donations fund treasury.
Motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Mead. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Consider the Old National Self-Insurance Fund Treasury Report as of July 31, 2025. May I have a motion? The chair will make the motion. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Consider the minutes of the August 11, 2025 school board meeting. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Mead. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Next, we're going to move on to a presentation of the 2025-26 school bus route by Mr. Chris Arroyo.
Hi. So at each one of your desks are a printout of each one of the routes. I did long for those routes just because those are usually the most complicated stops. Since we're going door to door for those stops, up on the board is an example of one of our routes. That is Route 9. As you can see, it pretty much just goes up and down Ridge Road. For state roads and busy roads, we want to be especially careful with our students. So we make sure that they get dropped off on the appropriate side of the street so they don't have to cross those kind of roads. That way they're just safe. One of the changes we made this year is for out-of-district students, we provide them with a closest in-district stop. In previous years, that was more kind of closer to where they live. This year, for efficiency, we've kind of boiled those down into just a couple stops. So that really has helped buses get to school and back from school much more efficiently. That's basically all I got. They do not, so I'm constantly hearing, but they're really good about kind of pointing out new construction and working together to kind of make sure they're routed around. But so far, everything seemed to go really well so far this year. So not any real kind of giant issues. So what, I'm sorry? Yeah.
Every time I go through there, I don't know which way I'm going.
Do we currently have a count as to how many students are riding the bus this year? And will we have an idea when we will have a better idea of our use of our bus services?
Well, that's so, for the beginning of the school year, we're still adding large chunks of parents. We'll start doing ridership surveys starting next month, and we'll kind of try to hold those kind of every month just to kind of track the ebb and flow of the students. So especially, in the winter, on, bad weather days, we're going to have a lot more ridership. It tends to kind of fall off or late spring or, early into that summer portion, because a lot of our students would rather just walk. So during that portion, we don't have a real heavy ridership, but like I said, especially going into the winter, those buses are pretty full.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions for Mr. Royal?
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Okay, next we're going to move to public comment. Public comment should remain respectful for everyone. There is a 3-minute time limit. We will not discuss personnel issues or student issues. Please come to the microphone, have a seat, and state your name and address for the record. If you find that your questions are not answered, please feel free to schedule an appointment with Ms. Acevedo. Okay, we have Ms. Lucy Sadowski. Okay.
As I said before, we're called the Happy Lowskis, but it is Sad Lowski, just so you know. I wanted to tell you about this event that I will be sending the email flyer about to all of you to be aware of. It's very exciting. Lake County is having a self-defense human trafficking education seminar. It's free to students. It will be Saturday, October 18th from 12 to 2 p.m. Students ages 8 and up are invited to come. Parents are encouraged to come. All of the schools are being implored to invite their children as well as the parents. What they'll be discussing, they're not going to teach them karate or anything like that. They're going to teach them what to watch for about human trafficking on social media, on their phones, on phone calls, as well as being approached personally, and how students should watch for it and be conversant with their parents about that, and for parents to be more aware. It's a very great program. Human trafficking is terrible in Lake County. 300,000 children came over the border, and 3/4 of them came up to Chicago and came into Northwest Indiana, and they are in Gary. And human traffickers are very, very busy in our region. And we need to know how they are busy and how they work. And these police department and the sheriff department are working together to make that very clear. So it's not really a seminar just for kids and parents. I plan on being there, I'm a grandparent, but also just for knowledge and to see what I can watch for. And so I really want to implore you to encourage the schools and the applicable students and parents to go, as well as whatever teachers and administrators can attend. Again, it is October 18th from 12 to 2 p.m. It'll be at the Victory Overcomers Outreach Ministry, which is at 4400 Delaware Street in Gary. Of course, it's asking for sponsorships. We're making it free for the students and the parents, but they're trying to build up a strong human trafficking force up here where we can fight against it. So I will send that to all of your emails, which you make available on the website, for which I'm grateful. And I hope you would make note of that. And I am getting it with Miss Yvonne. I have been wanting to sign up to be a substitute teacher, maybe, I hope, as I taught school for years. But she has to help me figure it out because I'm being dumb about it online. And Mr. Crimmins, I didn't get to meet you. I've been in and out this summer because my husband hurt his shoulder. And so it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad you're here to stand in for our schools and our kids. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, Ms. Kowalski. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and thank you for your comments, Ms. Sedlowski. We're going to go ahead and move on to the superintendent report. Dr. Crimmins.
Okay, first of all, the goal area number 1, academics. All learners will continuously demonstrate academic growth. Safety, we will provide a safe and secure learning environment for all. Equity, we will provide a positive, inclusive, and equitable environment for all. Communication, we will improve in communication and strengthen relationships both internally and externally. And finances, we will advocate to increase the financial resources of the corporation to provide an outstanding school environment and opportunities for our students, staff, and community. And a few comments on my report. I thought the school year started extremely well. Misfortunately, we had the student accident on the first day, which put a real damper on it, and pray that he does get better. Later on the agenda, you probably see there that we have a staffing study, and I think it's important that we're going to dig into the overall staffing and do some comparing to this corporation to similar corporations and just see where we are on staffing, because we have some tough decisions to make down the road. Same way on the Neola update that's in the agenda. For a variety of reasons, things have not really been updated for several years. I thought it was very reasonable. Yvonne met with them. We met with them the other day, got started on it, but they're pricing between $1,000 and $1,500 to bring everything up to date is pretty reasonable. And so I definitely recommend approval of that. Something I want you to start considering is possibly in October, on a trial basis, look at maybe going to one board meeting a month. That's very common around the state. Wouldn't really be practical here in September because we have budget hearings and we have all sorts of things that you're going to have to meet anyway, so we can go ahead and meet. But something I'd recommend that you take a look at and see how it works for 2 or 3 months. And one little longer meeting might, make more sense than 2 real brief meetings. And that's my report.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. We're going to move on to professional development now.
Okay, and I recommend approval of the listed professional development opportunities in the agenda as presented.
Okay. We're going to recommend approving the professional development items as presented.
May I have a motion? Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries.
On the leave and resignations, item D was in the wrong location. Need to X that out, but I recommend approval of these other resignation and employment recommendations as presented.
May I have a motion to recommend approval of the leaves, resignation, employment items
As
as presented?
presented. Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? Yes, he was already, it's on here twice, it was already in the, professional development item, it was just in here. Any more questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
And on the new business, majority of the new businesses has to do with the Head Start Continuation Grant, which is required board approval each year. And I recommend approval of all these items. And if anyone has any questions on any of them, feel free to ask me.
Okay. May I have a motion to
Approve the new business items as presented. Motion by Ms. Neese, may I have a second? second by Mr. Bacon. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Okay. Mr. Thompson, would you like to make a comment for us about your what you got going on? I know you always have something to say.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
First of all, let me just give a great thank you to the board and the administration. Our parents and students are so excited about our state-of-the-art auditorium that's going to be opening in November. Right. We're hoping to host our first holiday production there, but the major program that we're doing for the opening is the Joseph Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which is scheduled for the spring of 2026. On this Thursday, all of you have been invited to come to our kickoff for the production season of 25-26, Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Coat. So don't prepare any dinner, come and have dinner with us, and we're going to present to you what you're going to be happy to see with our students performing in spring of 26, Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Coat. Thank you so much. Appreciate seeing you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Okay, we're going to go into our closing comments. We're going to start with Mr. Buckley.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you for the information. It's something that is all over the nation, and we know that it's here. And especially, in my opinion, one of the areas where I think it would be most beneficial is in social media. How are they going after these children on social media? What to look for as a parent, as a grandparent, how to help them navigate all of that and to avoid those situations at all costs. So with that, I thank you all and have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Buckley. Ms. Neese.
Thanks for everybody that came today. Looking forward to your production. Really am. I've been hearing little things about it. So, thanks for your information too. Nice to see that we have somebody out there that's watching those kind of things. And probably will be there because I like that kind of stuff. I haven't been involved with that kind of emphasis for a long time. And it's nice to have a nice, smooth running school. Thank you, Mr. Gibb. I think everybody's enjoying themselves. I see a lot of sunshine out there, so it's nice to see sunshine. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Neese. Mr. Bacon.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, Lucy, Mr. Thompson, Kelly, of course, Chris, and Reagan. You know, it's sad to me to hear about what happened to our student Landon. We really, in a lot of people's prayers, we're really hoping that he can make a recovery. That's all I can say about that. Thank you for the information that you're providing us. I don't know, maybe we can put that on our school websites, or our parents might see that as well. That'd be a nice idea. And then let's say, if you guys aren't doing anything on Friday nights, I mean, we have a pretty good football team. This last game was spectacular. If you're like me, I kind of shy away from professional sports now. I kind of run me the wrong way. And I love seeing the local athletes. It's a good time. It can build the community. And they're a heck of a team. And I don't want to just say the football team. I just haven't checked out the other teams. I will like to check out all the other sports as well. And I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff rather than going out to, say, the movies. Because the movies, they don't really make good movies anymore. So if you guys aren't doing anything, it's a good time Friday nights. And maybe other sports. I just haven't quite looked at them, but I will take a gander at that as well. Because I do like watching athletes I actually know or can affiliate with. But that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bacon. Mr. Wilkerson.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to thank everyone for joining us here this evening. I want to also join in and add my thoughts and prayers to the Minnick family, and hope that Landon has a speedy and complete recovery. Chris, thank you for your transportation reports. Ms. Sedlowski, of course, your input is always welcome here. Just a couple of updates. First on construction. This week is a big week. The gym floor is now down and they are in the process of completing the painting. So probably by the end of the week, the gym floor will be completely painted and ready to go. In the auditorium this week, the stage is getting refinished. So some exciting stuff. Everything's really starting to take shape, and the end is starting to become in sight. So that's really exciting.
Excuse me a second. What about the old floor? Are you still cutting that up and selling that?
Yeah, so hopefully, Ms. Kantar should have something out here in the next week or two about 5 commemorative pieces of the floor. So we'll have that available to the public. And hopefully that will coincide with homecoming, which the parade is scheduled for Wednesday, September 24th. And then the game is scheduled for Friday, September 27th. So, as Mr. Bacon, 26th, thank you. 26th. Versus Whiting, yeah. And so I also want to encourage everyone to support not only the Warrior football team, but our other fall sports. Our tennis team's had a couple of early victories, so that's exciting. So just, everyone seems to be enjoying the fall. The weather's starting to cool down, and so, everything is starting to, you can kind of really feel the school is in full swing. So everyone have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. Mr. Crimmins, Dr. Crimmins, I'm sorry.
Okay, I pretty well did my report earlier.
I will say for the board, they're starting the process of search, and it looks like within about 2 weeks, the application will be out on the website and so forth to start it's a 3-month process to go through all the steps and interviews and advertisement and so forth, but they met tonight and they're getting that started. And like I say, overall things are going very smooth. There's always a few hiccups here and there, and there's lots of meetings, but we're getting used to that. But enjoying it.
Nothing you can't handle.
Right.
We'll get through.
Okay, thank you for your comments.
Dr. Crimmins. I just wanted to say, Mr. Arroyo, thank you for your presentation. Mr. Thompson, I look forward to the dinner on Thursday. I won't cook. I don't ever cook anymore since my kids moved out. I'm not the one anymore. Kelly, thank you for being here. Lucy, thank you for your comments. And I usually work on Saturdays. We made our schedule for the superintendent, so I don't know if I can make that because I had to request a couple of days off so we can do some interviewing of candidates in the future, but hopefully we'll have some support there for you. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Mr. Johnson, thanks for being here. Mr. Johnson, thanks for being here. Aaron, thank you for always drawing the short stick. I hope everybody enjoys this beautiful weather. Go have some fun with your family. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you. Oh, yeah. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second? Mr. Buckley? Okay, this meeting is adjourned. Have a great night.